Hey, good morning, guys. It's Monday morning on the Shoplife video series here at the Old Barn Homestead. And had a little carnage yesterday out here working. Posted this on Instagram and Facebook, but I ended up burning out, burning up 3 drills and also a 2-flute carbide end mill. I had stacked a bunch of plates together to gang drill holes, all in the same location to just make it faster and get the holes, consistent from plate to plate. And what had happened was I didn't realize it, but I was starting each hole with a center drill, and I broke the tip of the center drill off in the first hole. I didn't realize it was in there. I heard something kind of act funny with the drill, but didn't think anything about it. And so then once I center drilled it, I started, doing the through drill. And I believe these are 17, let's see, it's probably not going to focus on that. They're 17/64 drill bits. And I ended up using 3 of them. And then to get it out of there, I just chucked up a 1/4-inch carbide end mill, a brand new one, Lakeshore Carbide. And yeah, so I think I burned it up, but I finally got through it. And it was one of those deals where you just kind of, in the moment, you're like, I got to get this through. I need to get on and, get to the next step of what I'm working on here. But in reality, I was working on this very inexpensive 1/8 by 3 flat bar. So really I could have just thrown this whole thing away because I'd literally only started on the first hole. And you can see it kind of wallowed that first one out there, making a mess out of it. But I ended up, now I'll say that these drill bits, I bought a lot of something like 300 drill bits, and these were in it, and they were all brand new off eBay for, I think it was $250, and it included the Hewitt cabinets as well. So for $250, I got, not getting sidetracked on you here, but I got these 2 Hewitt cabinets and and it was just full. I mean, it was full of drill bits. A lot of them were brand new, and some of them were like, I guess what they call jobber drills, like that. I mean, those are all brand new, but they're all the same size. There's a few different sizes I've got in here where there's just multiples of them. Look at this. And I've had these for, I don't know, a couple of years now. So the drill bits were not a big deal, and I'm guessing they can be resharpened, although I'll say I'm not the expert at resharpening drill bits. But the point is that you just shouldn't get carried away, or I shouldn't get carried away, and stop and think for a minute and, save myself some money. So this is not expensive. I think this is about, I don't know, about 15 bucks, something in that range. So anyway, so I got that going on. Here's the door for this cabinet that I'm making right there. Got to finish that up today, get the video finished and uploaded for Metalwork Monday, because it is Monday. The lathe, I kept looking for a tailstock for this thing. This would work. I wanted a traditional tailstock. For one thing, this thing eats up a lot of your bed length and, eats up how long of a shaft you can work on. So I found a tailstock on eBay. There's 4 or 5 of them out there, but they're all $800 to $900. And it just, that's about a third of what I paid for this whole lathe. So I didn't really feel good about that. But some guy was parting out a 10EE, and he's got a tailstock out there that he says is in good working order for $275, and I just purchased it. So it'll be good to get that. The only thing I really need is some tooling, but I wanted to ask about this cross slide and compound. Is really crunchy on it, like going, especially over here on the working side of it. And once you get over to the other side, it's just kind of, it feels, now once you get there with it, it kind of smooths up. goes really good, even backwards. But when you get over here to this side, the working side, it really starts to sort of, yeah, I wouldn't say crunchy, it just kind of catchy, you know, like it's hard to turn. Now I've taken the cross slide off, I've loosened and tightened the gibs and tried different things on it, and it has not materially changed it. So I don't know if I just need to use it, you know, and this will kind of wear itself back in, or if you guys know what I should check on this to see why this is binding up like that, you know, because this is one of the main things that you're going to use here, although you'd be making small movements. So, you know, normally on a cross slide you're not really cranking it in and out in a big way. I guess depending on what you're doing you would be, but normally you just run it in, make your passes with it. The carriage though, you know, it moves really nicely, you know, and this is the one that, and the power feed, you know, runs nicely on it as well. So anyway, this is a 3-phase 5 horsepower machine, and I was getting, you know, waiting on the electrician to get out here to get the mill hooked up and this. I'm not going to attempt to mess around with 3-phase stuff, but I was gonna, the guy at the you know, at the place where he was showing it to me, there's only 3 wires coming out of it, you know, and I don't know if there's a separate ground lug and these are the 3 power wires, but he only had 3 wires hooked up. So I don't know, is that really 3-phase, or is this 220 single phase and they've got this VFD handling 3-phase to the motor? I shot him a text. We'll see if he responds back to me to ask how he had it hooked up. But anyway, I'm rambling here on a Monday morning, just kind of showing you a little bit about what's going on, and we'll be back and see you guys later on tomorrow, or look for the Metalwork Monday video later tonight. Thanks, guys.